Welcome back to my channel. And in the last video we had discussed how we can import a .csv file into our MySQL tables. Now I'm going to resume back with the same video. The last point where we have left is that how we can now change the data types of columns. So in this video, like the .csv file which I had imported is this one. I had opened this file in the notepad for now, just to show what is the separator I have been using and how it will look in a normal notepad. For now, I am going to open the same file into my Excel and we are going to see what are the types of columns we have and how we are going to align those types of data types of our columns with our MySQL tables. My orders data and I have details of all the customers with a specific order ID. Those who has bought something or like those who have purchased something from the Amazing Mart EU2. So basically this is a demo data and mostly it is going to focus on the longitude and the latitude of the orders from. So for now I'll go back. Those who didn't watch the previous video, they can watch. I'll just share the link in the description. They can watch the video and then come back here and start with the modifying your data type of your columns. So first I will execute. So the name of my table which I has been changed was Amazing Mart. So for now I'll just execute describe describe my specific table. It is saying that doesn't exist. Okay, so I'll quickly import it because I had dropped it. And just so to that, this will also be a revision for those who has already watched the video. Just you have to go to import, select the path, click on next, create the table, create on next. I will change here the name, so I'll just keep it Amazing Mart. And in MySQL it is not case sensitive, so it will take if I just use the uppercase or the lowercase, but it's for now I just say for side I used in lowercase. And click next and it will import. Okay, and I can now click on next, and so here we go. We have 4117 records there. Click on finish. Now we can just refresh over here and we can see our table. Table name is Amazing Mart. I'll just now execute the query that is describe my specific table from the selected database. So the name of database is SQL versus Python. That is also name of my connection. And the table name is Amazing Mart. I'll just execute. For shortcut key, you can press Control and Enter. And over here, we can see in the output pane, we have the description of the specific fields which we have in our table. So we have these fields. Over here, you can see the order date is in text. Ship date is also in text, and your longitude and your latitude are in double and double. But we don't want any specific numeric function with our longitude and latitude because again they are going to affect my data for the geolocation. So I will just change it back to varchar or some text. So to do that, I had already pasted these queries over here, which we use to modify the columns. So whenever we are going to make some permanent changes with the structure of our table, we use alter. If you want to modify the changes with your data, you use update. Okay. So in the upcoming video, we will see how we can update specific things in our data. For now, I will be first focus on the order ID which I have. So if I copy this one, I just wanted to copy this field and I'll paste it over here so you can see that characters we have seen. So first I will change the name of this column and convert it to order underscore ID so that whenever we are using this, it shouldn't be in a form that it will throw an error. We have to again and again the codes, or again you can use it with the space, without space, it doesn't matter. So how to do that? There are two ways. Either you can use the modify and or you can use the change. But modify we focus when we have to change specific thing into just want to change the data type of our field. But here we also want to change the name of it as well as its type. So from text I want to convert it to varchar. Why varchar? Because the ID type. If I go back to my CSV sheet, so ID type is uh, textual plus numeric. So it is a combination of text plus numeric. So I'll just keep it varchar so that we can further modify it. Again, keeping it your text won't affect it. So for now, what I will do is I'll use this specific command to change. Sorry, not this. With change column, I will use to change the name of my field as well as the type of my field. So for that, simply you can follow the structure, that is alter, then table, and now we want its name of our table. So the name of my table is Amazing Mart. Now I will use the another keyword, that is change. Now I want to modify the specific column. So what I will do, I will either you can copy the field from there or you can just directly paste one if you have copied. To what I wanted to change it is order underscore ID codes, and now I want to specify the type of my field. So that I will keep varchar 25 and like that. Okay, now it's fine. So if I execute this one, my changes has been saved. Now if you want to again describe and execute, you will see the name of field is now order underscore id, because with the help of this specific query I had changed the or altered the name of my column. Once that is done, I will now, and you can see the type is also changed. Now I will work similarly for the longitude and the latitude. First I will focus on longitude and latitude. Why I am not going for the order date and the ship date is that because we first need to do few changes with our date type values. Then we are going to change the name or the type of our table. Voila. Okay. So for now, I'll just again copy the same query and modify the column names only. So for this one, you can also use the modify column as well. So if I just use modify column. Now over here, I just need to remove the additional column because we are not going to change the name of column. We are just going to focus on the name of our, the type uh, of our field. So I want to give it instead of varchar, I just want to give it text only, so that any changes will be there. Or you can give it your varchar also. It's also fine. But for now, I'm just going to give it text. And now execute this query. Control Enter. Again, if I describe using the describe then name of my column, so it will now show me that longitude has been changed to text. Again, over here my queries are working because I had already specified that use database, because uh, this will automatically pick the database which we had selected. Or you can just, if you don't want to go for the use command, you can just directly give the name of your database here, like that. Both are fine. Now I will do the same functionality with my longitude field. And instead of latitude field, instead of LON, I'll just give it lat. Or if you want to change, if you think like you want to change the column name as well, you can just use change column lat to latitude. That is up to you again, and I will give it text itself. And if I again execute my describe, I can see the name has been changed and also the type has been changed. Why I have changed? Again, because I don't want uh, any numeric functionality with my latitude and longitude. Over here, I will also modify the name of my column, that is now, and let's enter. Okay. So this is how we can change the type as well as the name of our columns, or we can say fields. Now moving further, we want to do the modification with our date type column. Okay, so one is order date, another one is ship date. Okay, other fields are text fields, so it won't going to affect our data in any way. But because we have date type, so I want to keep them in date. So first we will see what is the type of data inside my table, or we can say inside that specific field. So we have this same data we can see in our Excel sheet itself. Just closing it. So now I want to specifically select order date so that I can work with that specific column. I had pasted order date over here. It won't execute. It will throw an error, and it over here you can see this red line. It is throwing error. If you are not able to see, this will give an error because it is considering order as a separate and date as a separate, and both are the fixed, or we can say are the reserved keywords in our SQL. So order, we can consider order by, date is also functionality. So I have, for that I have to select the order and underscore date. And again over here, if you see, it is considering order date as a specific value, not it not as a column name, but it is considering it as a some sort of value we want to show. So if I try to execute with this way, now it is showing me. So you have to be very specific with your which type of quotes you are using. Okay, so over here I'm using this caret sign. Okay, so the type of data I have is dash dash dash. So this dash is not usually considered until and unless you tell that tell the database or tell the DBMS that I want to look for a specific type of format. So for now, what I will do, I will first update this data in the format that is 01 slash 01 slash 02011. That is like 1st January 2011. Why I'm changing this one? Because when you are doing the casting, so I'll just, when you those who don't know about casting, I'm sorry, if when you're going to change it, or if you want to change the alter, it won't change it into the date type. It will throw an error. For that I will just quickly show you, or I'll just copy this, and we have alter, then the name of table, change column. So the name of the column was, I'll just quickly use modify, and the name of the column, but again I have to use the different uh, codes. Order date, and I want to give this order date a type as date. Okay, if I had specified like that, press enter, it is throwing me an error. Why it is throwing me an error? Because it is not able to pick. Let me quickly copy the error and paste it in my notepad, or over here I can paste it. So if you see, this is the error which it is throwing, that is that at row there is this incorrect code. So because of that, it is giving an error. To do that, what we will do, we will use the replace, and I will I'm going to replace my dash with the slash forward slash. Okay. For now, I will just quickly use the replace function for now, just to show the demo how it will look. So what I will do is replace my order date. I'll just pick order and then date with the and the string which I want to replace is my dash with the forward slash. So then give it forward slash and closive bracket from the table name. So table name is Amazing Mart. And now I will execute this query. Okay, still it is giving me that because I again need to change the type of my codes. Okay, if I do that, now I will see it has been changed. So something, if I have something like that, then only I can change the type of my data. Okay, so to do that, I will again use one more function, that is cast. So cast basically change something into another data type. Um, it basically works as, we can say, that I want to show something like as a different data type. So if I execute cast, okay, it is throwing me an error. Why it is throwing me an error? Because it is not able to still detect what type of this data we are having. So first I need to convert this string type to date, then I have to use the date format to do that. But how I am going to change it is, I'll just comment this. And now what I will do is I will use the functionality to change it. So for that, first I will replace. So to replace, permanently replace, I will use update Amazing Mart, set the name of my column, order date equal to replace, and I can just pick this one same way, because what we are going to do is we are just replacing the same, just only changes that we are converting this dash into forward slash. Okay, set Amazing Mart. So basically we are updating the table and setting the specific column name with the same column name, but we are just adding the additional functionality that we are replacing it. And you can now execute this query. Okay, how we can see that queries? Again, we can just use our select star. See that my data has been permanently replaced over here. You can see the forward slash over here. Once the data has been replaced, now the another thing which we are going to do is going to use our string to date type function. And to work on that, what we will do is we will just define the how our string has been saved for our data, for our date type. So what we will do is, because I want to alter that, so I will use alter, then table name is amazing, amazing mart, and then I wanted to you can use modify as well as change. So for now I will use change column. The column name is, or we can say the column is order date. What we want to change in this order date is, first I will just change the name of it. So order underscore date I will use. Now I want to change the type of it. Okay, so to change the type of it, what I will do is, it's in text. Earlier it was in text we have. So now I will just give varchar, that is again for now I'll just keep it 20, because other data are not going to take that much space. So in the log pane, if you wanted to see what log result it is saying, then it is saying us that it has been changed. So over here you can see now order date is in varchar. Okay, what I will do is I will replace this order date into a format where it can accept my date format. So what I will do is I will just convert it into the date format. So to do that, I will use date format and my string to date. So let me first use the string to date. So what I will do, or we can just quickly pick this same line because it will be easy for us to, we don't have to again and again call the name of table. So set order date. Now it is order underscore date. If you don't want to use the quotes, you can just leave it. It will still work. So over here it is telling us that you want to replace, but I don't want to replace. Instead, I want to convert it to another format. So string to date, it's already giving me option. Now what I want to put over here. So over here I will add the column name, that is my order underscore date, as a first parameter. The second parameter will go the format of date. So our date has been saved as so if we again execute or select star, so we will see our date is in day slash month slash year. So I'll just quickly use it, percentage d slash percentage m slash percentage y. That's how we are going to use it. And now you can just close your quotes. So this is how your string to date will work. But if I do this, it will work. But I also want it in the format that it should take the value in a format of date. So that will be YYY MM and my DD. That is year, month, and my day. I'll just put the comment. To do that, what I will do, another functionality, that is date underscore format. Okay, and over here, first parameter, I will pass whatever was there, that is, and the second parameter will be my date time. So that is percentage y dash percentage m dash percentage d. That is the date. Quotes close and bracket. Now if I do that, it will permanently change the data in my field. Press enter and my there is no logs for or no errors in the log pane. So for now I will again see the type of my table, table columns. If I execute over here, if you'll see, it is still varchar. Only the data has been changed. It's not that our values has been changed. So what I will do first, we will see what is the data or how our data is now looking. From I'm just directly using the select star. You can use the column name as well. So now you can see the date is in the same format which we bought. If I use cast over here, cast, that is my order date, it's order underscore date as date. Let's see whether it is throwing an error or not. Okay, it's not showing us any error, which means like it is in the format that it can be converted into date. So as we had verified, now we will directly alter it and convert the type into date. You can also try the same thing for your ship date. I'm not going to do it here. That will be kind of the revision for you, how you have to follow you have to basically follow the same steps. Over here I'm not going to use the change, instead I'm going to use the modify column and then the name of my column, and it should be in date. If I execute now, if I describe my table, I'm executing this specific query, and if we see, so we have now column order date as date. You can do the same functionality, exact same steps for shifted. If you are successful at doing it, you can comment. If you are facing any problem, you can uh, just post your comment so that we can help together what kind of error you are facing. And you can also find these queries in the description box as well. Hope you have understood and now are aware how you can change the type of your columns or fields in your SQL tables. Thank you everyone.